You think I'll let you zone?
Baka.
This impressions video is kind of weird because the game comes out in a month, but Tian, the developers of Robocop Rogue City, were confident enough to let players become Robocop and clean the old Detroit city streets in advance. From the website, it states that this is an original story set between the Robocop 2 and 3 movies, so they don't feel that they're handcuffed to tell the story that they want to tell with a 36-year-old IP. They even got actor Peter Weller to reprise his role as Robo for the game. So this isn't technically a direct tie-in to a movie, but a mid-cool story of sorts, and I don't think that this will be enough for Robocop to sell gangbusters, as it's not unique enough like other first-person shooters. Let's get into the gameplay though. At the start of the game, we are given the rundown of what is happening in Detroit, where a big roller called the New Guy is spending tons of money to gain turf, and that has gained the attention of gangs across the city, most notably the Torchheads. They tell the New Guy that they can do anything he needs to get done. Kidnappings, drug runs, hits, you name it, and they'll do it. So the New Guy doesn't need to do anything else but hire them. And as an example, the Torchheads make an example of the news station to the police that they can't do anything. So they call in reinforcements to clean up the streets. Robocop. And you finally take control of Murphy, taking thugs out left and right. You get to have 2 weapons on you in the demo, the classic Auto 9, which has infinite ammo, and a sub weapon that you can pick up when you're in the streets. During combat, Robo can run and use a melee attack, which depending on the distance and timing either knocks out or straight up kills a suspect, as you can send them flying into the environment. Robo can also grab enemies or objects and throw them either into environmental hazards or other enemies. Robocop Rogue City also has a skill tree that unlocks perks from Murphy, to be it combat skills to touch and skills that allow Robo to get extra evidence to vitality, where you can heal 50% of your health at fuse boxes with level 2 vitality. The way you get XP is by finding evidence, solving side quests with the corresponding dialogue tree, and just by patrolling downtown, writing out parking tickets and stopping people from tagging buildings. My favorite part is when you have to do desk work and take civil complaints from civilians and solve their problems by the book, or seeing that not everything is black and white. There weren't enough cases in the demo, but it did let you have about 2 hours of gameplay, which amounted to 2 side quests and 3 main missions in the hub world. That's another thing, as Robocop Rogue City has a hub world where you can walk and run from objective to objective, which wouldn't be so bad, but everything has a load screen if the location's in a building, even if you have an SSD. Robo also has his own detective mode for when you think you hit a dead end in gathering clues, just hit the right trigger for aiming to go into scanning mode to see what other things you missed at the scene of the crime. Though it does leave things kinda green like an 80s PC, but enough about that, let's talk about the weapons Robo gets to use in the game. For the demo, there weren't that many guns to use aside from the Auto 9. Robo can pick up a pistol, Uzi, and AK-47. The one weapon I didn't think they would allow you to use is the heavy machine gun. Just take it off the mount and start blasting enemies. You can also try your hand at the gun range, but I guess in the full game you can test every gun you unlock during the story. There really isn't much here, as they're all generic guns that don't really have any special perks or alt firing modes. Now I guess it's just to get to my final thoughts in this video. I would say wait for reviews or a sale if you are a Robocop fan, because if the demo is just a cut from the full game, it's just average, as it doesn't really have any spectacular gameplay other than you can play as Robocop and punch thugs really hard. I did like the dialogue trees for side quests and such to get different endings to a case, but if you're not a fan or you don't know 1987's Robocop, it plays like an okay first-person shooter. If you can get it on sale, then you'll have some fun. On Green Man Gaming, they have the Steam release for $39.99, otherwise it uses Unreal Engine 5, so it's current gen only for PS5 and the Series consoles, so you're looking at $60. So just wait till the reviews come in. That should do it for Robocop Rogue City. Tell me if you guys are still going to get the game. With that, see you guys next video.